Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back at Alton Towers, a little July visit. No events on at the moment, just had Mardi Gras a few weeks back. That was a very busy day. But yeah, today just coming to visit the park. I thought I'd start off because I got here quite early. I've got about 40 minutes till rides open. I thought I might have a look around the towers, see if there's any Scarefest construction updates. I know that there's been a few things happening at Darkest Depths, so I'll check that out later. But yeah, I thought I might as well have a look around the towers. I heard that someone actually managed to get in. Like there was a barrier that wasn't there for some reason. I don't know whether the curtain was open as well from the attic, but yeah, maybe it might be open. If it is, might try and get in if there's no barriers or anything. Why not? So yeah, I guess I'll see if there's any Scarefest construction updates. So I'm just in the conservatories now. Yeah, the attic is now locked up. I mean, you could technically get round the fence, so they haven't really put it up very well. But there is a fence there, there is a curtain there, so I'm definitely not going to go in. I know they probably don't want us to. But yeah, I heard that a few weeks back, there was actually someone who managed to get in. They said that there was no barrier or anything. Don't know whether the curtain was up, but yeah, they managed to get in. They actually managed to get down to the subspecies area, which means that maze is still intact. So maybe that could return, who knows? But yeah, I would love to be able to get into the towers while the mazes are up. I mean, I remember on opening day last year, I went down to the Altonville area just to go and check on that, and that was completely open. Like the exit to the maze was open, the way up to the entrance to the mines was open. So I could have technically gone in, but I said to myself that I would wait till the end of the day. If it's still open, then I might go in. And then I went at the end of the day and they closed it up. So luckily I didn't go in because otherwise might have got locked in, which wouldn't have been fun, locked in Altonville. But yeah, I mean, I'd just say that if they're not going to put any signage or barriers up, then I'd say it's really free game, to be honest. You want to go in, go in. But yeah, clearly they put some barriers up here. I don't know whether they might have just took them down temporarily or whatever, or maybe someone went round them, or maybe the curtain was open. Who knows? But from what I heard as well, I think the attic pre-show got taken down. Not sure, it might have been. But I mean, I can see that maze coming back this year anyway. God, there's a breeze coming in. Jesus. So yeah, so that's pretty much. I'm pretty sure the attic will be coming back, to be honest. But yeah, this is just what we've got at the moment, a curtain. So now I'll go down to the Altonville area, see if there's anything there, and then go past Darkest Depths. There is also a goose here with me. Just walked through the conservatories, probably trying to get into Hex. Hex has been closed a lot recently. Apparently they're doing some routine maintenance, which is obviously very routine maintenance because they're doing it constantly. Might be open today, who knows? But yeah, got a little goose here. Going down to Hex, apparently. Okay, so I'm back in Altonville's area. It is technically slightly open, but not fully. So if you look at the vlog back in, I think it was April 2021, opening day, this door was open, the exit, and this gate was open. And I think the back gate over there was open as well, where you go around the corner to the left and you actually go to the entrance of the maze. But yeah, this gate's open. It wasn't open last time, so I'm assuming someone's gone in, so something might have happened in there with Altonville. Here's all the kind of briefing area bits, I guess. And there's probably some of the theming that goes in this area as well, where all like the baggage hold and stuff goes. And then, yeah, I think this is part of the theming as well. There's obviously all these old bits as well, which are normally here. There's the, I think this minecart actually used to be up at the, through the tunnel on that end, this one. Oops, that was a big zoom. But yeah, so I think this has been with the maze for quite a while. But yeah, I don't actually know if this maze is coming back. I hope it is. With some of the Darkest Depths construction updates, it seems like that's definitely coming back now. And it's kind of making me worried that Altonville won't. Even though it's been here for 6 years, I kind of want it to return for a 7th. Even though I can accept it going, I kind of don't want it to, especially with my Halloween costume this year, which we'll find out about near the time. But yeah, I kind of hope that Altonville stays open. for this year, just for one more year, just so I can go through again, because it has been the best maze for the last couple of years. So hopefully we'll get some Altonville. I'll just see. No, I can't really see anything. I mean, you can see all like the lighting and stuff still up. But to be honest, we don't really know what's going on with the maze, because they could have deconstructed a lot of it inside and left the outside the same. So we don't really know, to be honest. But God, if that door was open, I mean, I'd be probably too scared to go in, to be honest. You know, in the dark and stuff with no one there, it would be kind of creepy, So yeah, that's. I mean, it could still come back. All the stuff for Altonville is still here. The gate is open, which means it looks like they've done something. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to see nearer the time. Okay, so now I'm here at Darkest Depths. It looks like they boarded some of this bit up again, because I saw some people online managed to get some pictures over the top of the fence. They might have a selfie stick or something, I don't know, so they can just like reach over, but can't really see much here, I'm too short. But you can just about see here that they've replaced some of the wood bits on the pre-show building. I think this is because the roof leaked a lot for the last couple of years. It's been leaking, so I think they've been replacing it so it doesn't have any leaks again this year, which kind of confirms that the maze is coming back. I mean, they're doing work on it, then looks like it's going to be coming back. And I guess the skip was probably for the old bits of the roof that they need to replace. So again, I'm assuming that means it's going to be on the lineup. To be honest, I would have rather it gone. I think it's had a good 3 years and 2 locations. I think could have got rid of it, but you know, if they have enough actors in there this year, it could be a good maze. I just hope Altonville comes back, please. Okay, so after that little Scarefest construction update, first ride of the day is going to be 13. It looks like they're just queuing up outside it now, so hopefully the queue shouldn't be too long. It looks like it might be, what, 5-10 minutes, hopefully. So yeah, second favourite ride. First one, Smiler, but normally the best advice is to go to the one of the ends of the park where it's a little bit less busy, so either Forbidden Valley or Dark Forest. So yeah, come down to Dark Forest and I'll work on the rides here, then work my way around the park, see how many I can do today. I guess I'll see you when I come off 13. Should be a good ride.
Keep your arms inside the vehicle.
Sorry.
Leave your bags.
Okay, so very good ride on 13 to start the day off. It's always a really solid ride, that, to be honest. Got middle rows, but still really good. Obviously better on front row, but yeah, just really cool ride on it. Also had a couple of kids in front of me who hadn't been in it before, so the drop was a big surprise. I look when people see the drop for the first time in like the crypt area. It's really good. So next I'm going to be going on to roller disco. It's right next door. So yeah, I'll see when I come off this. Hopefully I don't get too dizzy. Okay, so just come off roller disco. To be honest, didn't really get like much of an intense ride on that. I saw everyone else getting like really intense spins, but yeah, I didn't really get any. I don't know whether it's manual spins on that ride or it's automatic, or maybe it's just because maybe it's like a weight distribution thing. Like maybe because I was a single rider on it, maybe it doesn't spin as fast. I don't know. But yeah, it was all right. Just it's really good when you get some really good intense spins on that. I was going to go on Rita. I know, surprise, surprise, because I hate Rita, but yeah, that's closed at the moment, so yay. So I'm going to go on some of the Worlds of David Walliams rides, which the sun is so bright at the moment you can't actually see the sign in the background, so that shows you how sunny it is today. First I'm going to go on to Flavio's Fabulous Fandango. Try and say that 3 times fast. Flavio's Fabulous Fandango. Flavio's Fabulous Fandango. Flavio's Fabulous Fandango.
Wow.
I'll see you when I come off. Okay, so that was more like it. Definitely more intense on that ride. I think you're always guaranteed to have an intense time on that one. Although when you're a single rider, the problem is like you get pushed to one side, bit of a sore arm, but it's fine. I remember going on with my brother and his girlfriend, and we were all like squished onto one. It was really intense on that one. Rita was open for about 5 minutes, and it closed again. Yay! While I'm here, I'm going to go on to Gangster Granny the ride. So I'll see you when I come off.
So would be sent to the dungeon.
Okay, so just come off Gangster Granny the ride. It's always a nice little ride, that, to be honest. Just nice to rest my feet, and yeah, it's a fun little ride. Rita has reopened, but it's on 65 minutes, so no thank you. So instead I'm going to have a little bit of an early lunch, brought a little packed lunch with me, because I don't have much money. So yeah, I'm just going to eat that, and then I think I'll be heading over to X Sector, unless if Hex somehow magically opens, which I doubt it. Could happen, who knows. I'll just keep waiting here and watching it. I'll be going over to X Sector, I think Oblivion first, that'll be a nice one to go on after I've just had my lunch. But yeah, so I guess I'll see you over there. Okay, so Oblivion's on 40 minutes, but Spin Jam's on 5, so that might go on Spin Jam, then Oblivion, just so I can get on a ride. Let's see how long I can keep the food down for. But yeah, I guess I'll see you when I come off Spin Jam.
Put your hands in the air if you want to go faster. Extreme Power Machine.
Okay, so just come off Spin Jam, intense as ever. I literally felt like that G-force thing on my face as I was going round, which is really funny. So yeah, still a really good ride on that. So now I'm going to go on to Oblivion, 40 minutes. I'm going to have a bit of a wait, but yeah, you know, why not? Got a bit of time to rest, I guess. So yeah, I guess I'll see you when I come off Oblivion. Okay, so just come off Oblivion, really good ride on that, as always. I feel like I keep saying that for most of the rides here, but yeah, always pretty good. So next I'm going to go on to the Smiler. Don't know whether I'm going to be able to get a single ride or not. Looks like there's a member of staff in front, but if not, it'll be an 80-minute wait, but it's a good ride, so it's worth it. So I'll see you when I come off Smiler. Okay, so I was going to go on Smiler, but it looks like they're having some form of like temporary delay or something. I think they're keeping the single ride queue closed for that for some reason. I'm going to go on to Spinball Wizard instead. That's a 45-minute queue, so that's not too bad. And it's a nice little ride as well. I feel like I don't go on it often. I feel like it's a very underrated ride. So yeah, I'm going to be going on that. I've also just had a look at Freak Show Toxic Junkyard that's behind me. Probably don't see it on camera there. Just to see if there's been any construction updates. Nothing really. There's a few of the barrels near the exit, the dryers near the entrance of it. There's like a shed thing that's like painted red and yellow. I think that's actually originally from Carnival of Screams, which is pretty cool. So that's still there. On my last visit, I was walking down the road to Towers and saw some of the, I think it's the two containers from the maze on a little service road. So they still got them. Honestly, don't know whether the maze is going to return or not. I'm kind of hoping Altonville does, so if Freak Show gets knocked off the lineup, I can kind of deal with that. But if it does return, it was probably my second favourite maze from last year. Would have been the attic, but I feel like the run-throughs were kind of very samey. I feel like there needs a bit of a refresh of that maze, a little bit of a reroute maybe. I'd be happy to see Freak Show Toxic Junkyard return, but if it was between that and Altonville, I prefer to see Altonville, to be honest. So now I'm going to go on to Spinball Wizard. Right, just came off Spinball Wizard. Slightly rough on it, but still fun. I mean, threw me around a little bit, but yeah, still fun ride. I think just like the spinning feature of it's the best thing. Speaking of spinning, going to be trying the Smiler again. It's my favourite ride, so I want to get on at least once today. Looks like the back open, looks like the single ride queue's open, so hopefully it's not too long. So I'll see you when I come off. Okay, so just come off Smiler. I'll be honest, not the smoothest run, but still pretty smooth for the majority of it. I was on row 2 though. Row 1's the best row, to be honest. But yeah, pretty good ride on it. I think I was in the queue for about 30-40 minutes maybe, but that was in the single rider queue. I think the main queue was about an hour or so, but I think it's just because they were letting more people in the main queue on than in the single rider. Next, I think I'll be going over to Wicker Man, third favourite ride. Hopefully get a smooth ride on that, either front or back. That's the only smooth ones really. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you over at Wicker Man. Okay, so I've just come off Wicker Man, just about got back row, literally just as I got to the end of the queue, so that I was one, and then they looked to have one space on back row, so that was really good. The only thing was that the harness felt a little bit loose, so I was holding on for dear life for some bits of it. Definitely got a good amount of air time. I can say that. Also I bashed my right elbow on the side. That's the thing, I think they need some like padding on the side of each seat as well, similar to Flavio's Fabulous Fandango. Again, said that quite quick. They have a bit of padding. I mean, it doesn't really do much good on that because they only have it on one side. Just like a little bit of extra like padding to put your arms on, because I kind of always bash my arms on the side. But yeah, pretty good. Also just really nice just to do on this sunny day as well. I think that's the same with Smiler. Like, just really nice rides to do on a really sunny day. So I'm just going to take a bit of a sit down for a bit if I can find a seat anywhere. Then I'm going to be heading up to Forbidden Valley to check on something that might be Scarefest related. I'll see you up in Forbidden Valley. Okay, so I've just come down to Forbidden Valley, not to actually ride any rides while I'm here, but to look at the Nemesis Subterra building, or as I more lovingly know it, the Project 42 building, because it looks like some things have actually been happening here. And in fact, if I just look over there, there is a poster saying quarantine restricted area. So it's got a Phalanx logo as well. I don't know if that was originally from Nemesis Subterra. It actually sounds more like it's from Project 42, which is interesting. I think these metal fences here are new as well. I don't think these were here for Project 42. You can just about see, it might be a bit dark, but just in there they got some like bollards. I think they had some like lights hanging out, so which have been stripped out of the old ride, I think. The exit door is open. At least this was the exit door to Nemesis Subterra, I think Project 42, the finale was built in this area here. So I think there's some work going on with it. Well, no shit, of course there's some work going on with it. But I think this might actually be for Scarefest. People are saying possibly Nemesis Subterra returning. I don't think they'd do that anyway, but also I think if they were going to do that, they would have started it in closed season. This, they kind of started halfway through this season, so I'm kind of thinking it's possibly for Scarefest. Now, there's a couple of options. Either one, it's going to be a maze like Trailers, where for the new maze, where it's going to be celebrating a lot of old mazes from the past as like a mashup maze. I'm thinking possibly the IPF are involved, the kind of Roman group from last year. It might involve maybe them having like characters from classic mazes and stuff, and having them kind of, I don't know, imprisoned or something. It sounded like they were kind of like a prison force or whatever. So yeah, that's one option. I'd prefer not to have that option. Another option that I was thinking of was possibly bringing back a classic maze. I mean, I feel they really need to do that, but if they didn't want to bring back like the Sanctuary, I thought a good maze that would fit in here would be the Boiler House, which is a maze way back from like 2008 to 2011, I think. And yeah, I think that would be a good maze to bring back. I think in this like industrial building, it would work for a boiler house. You can make it look like a crime scene as well. I'd love to see the Hamble twins return. It's kind of one of the older mazes as well. It's like one of the first big proper mazes as well. Sorry, by the way, there's not really much interesting to see. I mean, just trying to pan across when speaking. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping this building might be used for Scarefest in some capacity. It would be cool. Maybe even they might be bringing back Project 42. I mean, that quarantine sign does look like it would be from Project 42, so maybe they might bring it back. That would be a good maze to bring back, to be fair. It was a good maze. So yeah, we'll just have to see. But yeah, that quarantine sign definitely it's definitely interesting. I'll just see on the cue board if there's anything. No, there isn't at the moment, but that used to have some question marks on it, so that suggests that something could come back. There is also some like some of the social distancing fencing, which is interesting because that wouldn't have been there with Project 42, because you know Project 42 wasn't open during the pandemic. I think a maze about a killer virus isn't a good idea during a pandemic. But yeah, so that's interesting as well. So maybe that could be part of the maze, possibly. I don't know, but yeah, we'll just have to see. It looks like there's some things, but I think definitely that, just zooming it again, that quarantine sign, definitely, that makes me think Project 42, so I guess we'll just have to see. Okay, so I've just come down to Katanga Canyon. Gonna go on to Runaway Mine Train, always a fun one. Getting near to the end of the day now, so probably won't go on much else after this, but yeah, I guess I'll see you when I come off Runaway Mine Train.
Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
Okay, so it's getting near to the end of the day, and I thought might as well have a ride on the Congo River Rapids. It's been quite a warm day. It'd be nice to have a cool off and probably get soaked. But yeah, I don't really get to go on it much. During COVID, they didn't let single riders on, so I couldn't go on there. Last time I went on was at the Attraction Source event, the Spring Spectacular, which is a very good event. Highly recommend going to them. They got one next month in August, their 20th birthday. I think they're sold out now, but if you can get to Scare Maze, and that's a good one as well. Anyway, so I'm going to see if I can go on just before the end of the day, so I'll see you when I come off. Okay, so I've just come off Congo River Rapids. Really nice, well, not just one ride, 3.
At the greatest show in the galaxy.
Managed to have 3 rides in it. I was with a group of like 4 other people. They're all really nice, honestly. To be honest, it's kind of just proven that, because to be honest, throughout today I was feeling a little bit down, the depression was setting in a little bit. But just being with that group of people, it's been like the highlight of my day, you know. I kind of thrive off other people, and so even if it's people that I don't know, if I can interact with them and if they're nice, it really kind of lifts my mood, which is good, and it's given me a really nice end to the day. You know, it's been an all right day. Very warm and very tiring on my feet, and I'm only on 3 hours sleep as well. So yeah, I'm surprised I'm still awake right now. But yeah, that was just a nice little highlight to the end of my day. And when we kept getting off, they kept saying, "Go on, let us on one more time," and they did, and yeah, I was fine with that. I've got time. So yeah, that was just a really nice end to the day. Overall, pretty good day. Got some Scarefest construction updates, I guess. Biggest one was at the Project 42 building, the Nemesis Subterra building. That was kind of the biggest one with the quarantine sign. I'm assuming, I think that's going to be for Scarefest. I kind of hope it is. Whether it is somehow a classic maze returning or whether it is this new maze that's going to be in there. I think the most likely thing in my mind is that it's going to involve the IPF, who were this roaming character team who were here last Scarefest, kind of in like long black coats, transporting this intergalactic prisoner who was like in a big orange jumpsuit with like a face mask thing on. And so I'm thinking that the maze might be that they are going to be like imprisoning a load of different characters from different mazes. So you might get like the Hamble twins from the Boiler House. You might get Jack Knife from Carnival of Screams or the Living Dummy from that. You might get Dr. Kelman from the Sanctuary. You might get a Skin Snatcher from Altonville. Possibly, I don't know, maybe like maybe Molly Crow from Haunting of Molly Crow. I don't know. And maybe like the Governess from the Attic. And I think it's going to have like a lot of different characters and stuff. And it's going to be some of the trailers in a way. That's most likely thought. I'd wish they'd just bring back mazes fully, but I don't know, we'll just have to see. I guess the next video, I don't know what the next video, my backlog is so big. If I can get my backlog done before they announce the Scarefest announcements, I might try and record a predictions video of what I think is going to be at Scarefest. If not, I'll cover the announcement and just show my predictions and that. Anyway, God, it is so clear skies, it's lovely. So on this lovely end, I'll see you all next time. Bye.